Good morning. We are just north of Horseshoe Bay along the Sea to Sky Highway, and this is where fire crews have assembled since that wildfire started here on Sunday. Now, the wildfire, of course, has been contained, but the traffic situation here remains the same, and I've just been informed that the highway here will be closing in both directions in about half an hour. More on that in just a little bit, but I want to talk about now about another wildfire that we're watching closely, a much bigger one, a much more dire situation on the Sunshine Coast right now. A number of residents that live in Pender Harbour have received an evacuation alert. And those residents, if they do receive an evacuation order, may have to pack up and leave their homes in less than 10 minutes' time. And this wildfire, it's roughly 9 hectares in size, and it continues to burn out of control. All right, back here to the Sea to Sky Highway. So this stretch right next to me, it's only one lane open in both directions. Both northbound lanes to my far left have been closed since this wildfire was sparked on Sunday. I've just been informed that the highway here will be shut down in both directions in about half an hour. And we may see a bunch of trees falling onto the highway at that time. The fire crews here now, they've been sifting through the ground, obviously, as this wildfire continues to smolder. A number of trees, as you can imagine, were burned, severely charred. They are hazardous. They need to come down before the highway can be fully reopened. So they need, obviously, to cut the trees down. You could see a wood chipper behind me. That will likely be put to use at some point here this morning. I want to touch on the air quality because I know a lot of people living in parts of Metro Vancouver yesterday could really smell that wildfire smoke. Well, an air quality advisory has not been issued. Metro Vancouver saying the air quality remains good. Doesn't mean you may or may not smell that wildfire smoke at some point. That'll depend on the wind. But again, a quick note here, the Sea to Sky Highway just north of Horseshoe Bay will be shutting down in both directions in about half an hour. And that shutdown could last 15 minutes, possibly 20, as fire crews here cut down some burnt trees. Mary, over to you.
All right, Greg Harper reporting along the Sea to Sky Highway. Thank you so much, Greg.